YouTube fam. My name is El Baggio, and you're watching El Baggio Show. Our guest for today on El Baggio Show is the beautiful Sasha Scott. She is the founder, the proud owner of ShoeFeature, which is a mobile shoe company. She was very excited to talk about her business, how did she get into the business, and what inspired her to start the business. And I believe that her story can inspire everybody. So if you are a young entrepreneur watching this video, please listen carefully what she have to say about how she started the business and how she overcome the idea of quitting. Again, my name is El Baggio, and you're watching El Baggio Show.
Sasha is a resilient young woman who is a go-getter, hard worker, a lover. I was born in Montego Bay, Jamaica. I went to school for medicine, and when I got here for university, I decided this just wasn't for me. Shadowed a few doctors and worked retail throughout college, and I realized that my friendly personality and love of shopping would venture me into this lifestyle. So I am a mommy. I am a proud mother of a 12-year-old son that is just brilliant and blooming. And I'm happily single, so any eligible bachelors out there? I worked retail throughout college, and it naturally was something I was just very good at. I had clients that would follow me no matter where I went. If I worked at Neiman's, if I worked at Saks, they would follow me and not the store. And so I always said if I open up a store, it would be one where I go to the client to make life easier and just give that stellar service that I learned at all these local companies. And I just absolutely love what I do. To be completely candid and honest, the inspiration came from within. I didn't even know I had it in me. It makes perfect sense because my dad owns car dealerships. My grandfather had a grocery store. Growing up, I was surrounded by entrepreneurs, but it never ignited me. I never realized that's what I was surrounded by. I was studying medicine. I was going to work for people. And so it just came to me in the middle of the night, just like lots of these ideas, lots of my marketing ideas, lots of the reasons that the business is propelled. It all came from inside. So the inspiration just clicked one night out of nowhere. First started ShoeFeature, all I could think about were busy moms, people that don't have time to go to the mall because they're running their own business or working jobs at odd hours like holiday hours, 10, 12, midnight. And all I wanted to do was just facilitate that service and those products to women like myself that were busy and didn't have time. ShoeFeature is unique because, it's owned by me and I give not just great service but amazing hospitality. But fun and joke aside, ShoeFeature is special because it's a mobile shoe store. I mean, I don't know many stores that come to you, but that is exactly what ShoeFeature does. You don't have to go to the store. You can book an online appointment and we bring the shoes to you. Common misconception with business owners and new business owners is that it's going to be an overnight success and that there's no work involved. They forget about, packing and shipping or marketing. Like, this is real work. And so every day I have a thought of quitting. Every day. Not every week, not every month, every day. Every day I'm like, really? Is this really what I want to do? And so that's why I tell people to remember why you started. Because you are going to get opposition from people, from clients, from vendors, from marketers, from your bank account statement. You're going to have opposition. There's going to be times like 2020 when shoes is not an essential item. And what do? You shut the doors? There's a reason why I'm still in business, and that's called resilience. And it's because even though I've had the moments of I want to quit, I pushed through that. I have a few strengths as a business owner, to be honest. I'm excellent with time management. I'm very resilient, and I'm a go-getter. So those things just, set me apart. I think one of my faux pas, though, is that my heart has to be in it. So there's a lot of businesses that probably would be even more lucrative that I haven't ventured into because my heart isn't in it, and I do only what I love. It's hard for me to turn down a client. I give the utmost best service that I would want to a client. But sometimes, just like a relationship or any interaction, some things just don't work. And so when you've done all you can to please a client, been apologetic, given the refund, apologize, and it's still not satisfactory, it's time to divorce the client. And you can't possibly please everyone. It's unfortunate, but it's true. Big projects am I working on right now? Oh, too many. Sometimes I forget all the things my hands are involved in. I recently got called by Bravo TV. They're doing a new pilot, when they're pitching a new show, and they're thinking of putting ShoeFeature shoes on everyone. So we're, talking back and forth, and I might have to fly to LA for that. I want to buy a truck, a big, one of those UPS trucks, and get that all decked out for a fashion truck. Working on a property in Jamaica, my life insurance. I'm working with a couple politicians to do a senior citizen night and kind of get them acclimated to final expense policies and things like that. So many things, those are the things at the top of my head. And of course, I'm trying to find a way to incorporate my son into business like I did with the video game truck last year that I ended up selling. I want something that he's a part of and that he can understand from that age the importance of owning. So those are the top things that I'm working on now. My younger self needs to know two things. Remember why you started. In anything you do, just remember why you started. That's going to take you through the tough times. And the second thing I wish she knew as a little girl in Jamaica is that there's so many opportunities and there's so many other jobs other than being a doctor, police officer, or a nurse that's going to make you money. Here I am in America where you can blog for a living and make $100,000 a year. I have a mobile shoe store and I'm making close to 6 figures. So I wish the little girl in Jamaica knew that and wasn't just limited to, the norm of what a job should entail. In 10 years, I ought to be retired, traveling the world, doing philanthropic things, donating to amazing causes, and maybe doing some research on if cancer isn't eradicated by then, some cancer research or P23 oncogene research that I started years ago. I would love to know that ShoeFeature is a well-oiled machine and franchised throughout the United States, not just South Florida, and maybe another child. To my young, hungry entrepreneur, and I emphasize hungry because nobody can make you hungry, you have to be hungry. I say just do it. Just like Nike, just do it. You don't have a website? Send an invoice. You don't have a flyer? Start building a social media for free. Stop making excuses. Just do it. My definition of success has changed. Asked me this question maybe 10 years ago, I would have told you money. 5 years ago, it became influence because the minute I started my business, all these radio stations and TV stations was calling me and I felt like, oh, I'm an influencer. But today, more than anything, success for me is my free time. I get to pick up my son from school every evening, take him to school in the morning, have lunch and dinner with him whenever I please. I'm free to do this interview when I want to. Everything is on my own terms, and I am so free, and it's so freeing, and I wouldn't trade this for the world. Nobody can call me to come work their job. You're not getting my time. To relax, the first thing that comes to my mind, of course, is a shot of vodka, because I'm, rushing at heart. Gotta have something nice with my dinner. Like last night, I had a great mimosa I made myself. I love reading. I'm currently reading 9 Things That Successful Women Do. It's a great book, great read. And believe it or not, I'm on the gun range a lot. Like I have a 45. She's just a beautiful little girl, and I'm learning how to load 17 with these long nails, and how to adjust to the recoil. But I love being on the range. So now you know Sasha the business owner. I guess it's time you know Sasha the woman. I know this is going to sound a little narcissistic, but I do consider myself a great person. I am a lover. I give people lots of chances. I love being a mom. I think, to be honest, there are some things I could work on. I could work on listening. I could definitely work on being less selfish, because I do love myself. I love myself a lot, and sometimes it comes off as being a little narcissistic and selfish, but because I love myself, I'm able to love others, truly love. Commitment for me is not the piece of paper that they issue and tell you this is your marriage certificate. That is a joke. Commitment is that true understanding, not even communication, understanding the individual, compromising, putting other people's needs first, both of us putting each other's needs first. And I think commitment is just that true love and understanding. And I don't need a piece of paper to prove it. Tell me that I have a great smile. Strangers always say that. Even during COVID with the mask on, people will tell me, "Oh, you're so beautiful. I know you have a beautiful smile." And I'm like, "No, you don't." But I guess they can see it in your eyes or your temperament or your aura. But that's a compliment I get from random people. What could I change about myself? I think I'm way too loyal. I think I stay too long in relationships or friendships because I'm so loyal, thinking, look how much time we've been together or you've been in my life, and that people will not necessarily change but acclimate. And it's a lie. It's a lie that we tell ourselves. It's a lie that I tell myself. And so I do wish that I wasn't as loyal as I am. Turn-ons about a man. So funny that I'm holding money, right? No. Seriously talking, I love a man that can mentally stimulate me. I am a talker, I'm a thinker, I'm a reader. And so if you can't teach me anything, you've already lost me. And those kind of men are never broke. So, leads me to my second thing. I'm so entrepreneurial. I'm always thinking of another way to make money. I'm never satisfied. I'm a go-getter. I work hard. I can't be with a man that's lackadaisical. It just wouldn't work. And there has to be that attraction, that passion. Like, I am very sexual. Like, I'm always dressed in tight clothing. I'm not uncomfortable on the matter of sex or anything of that nature. So I can't be with a man that's approved. That's like, oh no, baby, I'm shy. I can't. I like to be with a dominant alpha male, even though I am a dominant alpha female. I don't think this is the craziest thing I've ever done, but it's the one that comes to my mind. Vegas, and I just flew to Vegas and just had the best time ever. And then we just started dating in different cities. And I think looking back, I'm like, wow, that's pretty fearless, because shouldn't I have done a background check or something? Yes, I have. I mean, I dated an extrovert, more extroverted than me, and he was into stuff like that. And, you know, when you trust your partner, sky's the limit. No, I absolutely would not have sex on the first date, because men are wild animals, you know. Even when I talk chit-chat with my gynecologist or my doctors, and, you know, we just have banter, they're always like, even if you're with a man and he says he's single, still think of him being with his ex, or, you know, some little side chick somewhere. And so, no, this is not for everyone. Now the Jamaican comes out. I've never cheated, but I have been cheated on. Again, it goes back to loyalty. I just feel like when I'm with someone, honestly, how can I put this? You know how when all the sperm is going to an egg, and the minute one sperm hits the egg, no other sperm can touch it, everything else just dies? So that's me. When I focus in on one guy, I don't see anybody else. Even if I try, it's like everybody just looks odd. Even the things they say sounds weird. I have no interest. I'm just into my guy. And that works negatively sometimes, because if there's no reciprocity, things can go left. And so, no, I don't cheat. I don't feel the need, because if I'm with you, there's something about you that's so compelling that nobody else matters. Believe it or not, my trick for turning a guy on is that I'm just myself. I'm super sincere. What you see is what you get. There's no special walk or seduction or allure or, you know, give him and then take back. I don't play the 48 laws of power, although I do know them. I'm just super sincere, and I am myself. I've never been asked this before, but I think I take better care of my mind than my body, because when you're mentally astute, everything else follows. And God forbid your mental shuts down, everything else follows. And so I'm always reading, I'm always around intellectual minds. I try to be stimulated as much as possible mentally, because, you know, I can go to Dr. Miami for the body. Big turn up in bed. I think if we're out of sync, or he finishes quickly, or, God forbid, he doesn't care about my climax and only cares about himself. That's never happened, but Jesus, I can't imagine. Yeah, it's my biggest turn on. Lucky for me, size has not had to matter, because the people I've been with were just right. Even more endowed than I wish. Yes, I kissed someone I shouldn't have, because, I don't know, we went to dinner, not even dinner, like, for a drink, and he walked me to my car, he opened the car door, and he put his arm around my back, and he almost pushed me into him, and that's how the kiss happened. And I just looked at him like, so gross. Like, those things should happen naturally, and kissing is so intimate for me. Like, what the hell, you know? Men are stupid. Do I like cuddling or what? Making out? Both are very important. My love language used to be gifts, but now it's touch, so it's very important that my partner is all over me. All over me. You better be looking at me. You better be complimenting me, holding my hand, cuddling at night, kissing, all that good stuff. The answer is yes, ever since I turned 30. I think 30 became a time when my mental and my body caught up with each other. And so I'm not scared to demand what I want. I know what I want when I'm with my partner. And when I'm in a committed relationship, yes, every day, hopefully 3 times a day. It's my esteemed pleasure to be on your show, Baggio ShoW. I'm just really excited and ecstatic about where ShoeFeature will grow and go to. And of course, me being a life insurance agent is a whole new venture for me. And I just thank you for this platform and this opportunity to share with the world. Thank you.